Know that moment? You open Spotify, and before you even know what you're in the mood for, the algorithm's already got a playlist waiting. It's like it read your mind. Here's what blows most people's minds: Spotify doesn't actually know you. It's never listened to a song with you. It's never asked what you like. And yet, it's somehow more accurate at predicting what you want to hear than you are. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how that works. And I'm going to show you the one number that proves Spotify's algorithm is basically reading your emotional state in real time. So let's start with the obvious question. How does any algorithm know what music you like? Most people think it's simple. You listen to a song, Spotify notes that down, and boom, it recommends similar songs. That's kind of right. But it's so much weirder than that. There are actually three layers working at the same time. First layer, your explicit behavior. What you actually listen to. How long you listen for. Whether you skip a song after 3 seconds or replay it 10 times. Whether you save it to a playlist or add it to your liked songs. That's the obvious stuff. But here's where it gets interesting. Spotify doesn't just look at your data. It looks at millions of other people's data. And it finds patterns. It's called collaborative filtering. And it basically works like this. If 50,000 people who have similar taste to you all loved a song by an artist you've never heard of, Spotify assumes you'll love it too. It's not magic. It's pattern matching at scale. And it's stupidly effective. But there's a second layer that most people don't know about. Spotify actually breaks down every song ever recorded into its raw components. Things like acousticness, danceability, energy, valence, which is basically how positive or happy a song sounds. So when you listen to a song, Spotify's not just noting that you listen to it. It's understanding the actual musical DNA of what you're hearing. And then it's finding other songs with similar DNA. This is why your Discover Weekly playlist feels so right. It's not just matching you to people with similar taste, it's matching you to songs with similar sound signatures. And then there's the third layer, the one that feels like mind reading. The time of day you're listening, what day of the week it is. Whether you're working out or working late, the weather, even the device you're listening on. Spotify has data showing that people listen to different music at different times and in different situations. So it's not just saying this person likes electronic music. It's saying this person likes electronic music on Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. when they're probably winding down. And that's why the algorithm sometimes feels creepy accurate. Now, here's the thing I promised you. Spotify's recommendation algorithm is right more often than not when predicting what you want to listen to next. Studies on recommendation engines consistently show they outperform human curators for personalization at scale. And it's definitely better than what a human DJ could do without knowing you personally. So how does it actually use all this data in real time? When you open Spotify, a bunch of algorithms run instantly. One looks at your recent listening history. Another compares you to similar users. Another analyzes the audio features of songs you've loved, and they all vote on what to show you. The results get ranked by confidence score. The songs that multiple algorithms agree on, those float to the top. The ones that only one algorithm thinks you'll like, those are further down. It's like Spotify's running a mini election in your phone every time you open the app. And here's the thing nobody tells you. The algorithm is also learning right now. Every time you skip a song, like a song, or add something to a playlist, you're feeding new data back into the system. You're training Spotify to understand you better. Which means Spotify today is better at predicting your taste than Spotify was yesterday. And it'll be even better tomorrow. This is why your recommendations get spookily good after you've been on Spotify for a few months. The algorithm has enough data to find real patterns. Before that, it's kind of guessing. Now, one thing worth knowing, Spotify also uses other signals. Artist metadata, genre tags, lyrics, mood classification, playlist context. If a song appears in a ton of focus playlists, Spotify knows it's probably a focus song. It's not one algorithm. It's more like a committee of algorithms, all weighing in on what you might want to hear. So is this a good thing or a bad thing? Honestly, it depends on how you look at it. On one hand, you get incredibly personalized music discovery. You find artists you'd never have found otherwise. Your playlists are weirdly good. On the other hand, recommendation algorithms can create filter bubbles. If you only ever hear music that's similar to what you already like, you might never break out of that genre or discover something completely unexpected. Most people don't realize they're in a filter bubble until they're already deep in one. The good news? You have more control than you think. Spotify's algorithm learns from what you skip, what you like, and what you add to playlists. If you intentionally explore new genres, save artists outside your usual taste, that data feeds back into the system. You're not a passive consumer here. You're actively teaching Spotify what you want. If you want to try any of the tools or concepts mentioned in this video, and yeah, I know I went deep on this one, I've linked some resources and deeper dives in the description below. And if this stuff fascinates you, you probably want to stick around. We break down how the algorithms in your everyday apps actually work, and I promise it's less technical and more, oh, that's why it does that, than you'd expect. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you've ever been freaked out by how accurate your Spotify recommendations were, and subscribe if you want to understand how the tech you use every day is actually working under the hood.